Hey everyone, Travis here. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since before Bluetooth was invented. And I'm here to help you understand the 5 most important things you can do before you start your first D&D session. Let's go. 1, find a group. Okay, so skip ahead if you've already got a group, but if you don't have a group, which is a problem for most folks trying to get into D&D, either your friends don't play it or aren't interested in playing it, but you've got this like secret nerd streak inside of you and you really want to play. There's lots of resources. Plenty of local game stores out there that host tabletop role-playing game nights. You can go plug in with a group. A lot of those have like looking for group boards where you can sign up and get plugged into a group. The other thing you can do is go on Facebook, join Facebook groups, other social media groups. I know Reddit, Discord, all sorts of platforms have looking for group areas, threads. If you want to get playing like tonight, one of the best things to do is head over to startplaying.games. That's the platform I run my games on. And you can search for a GM or a DM that seems to fit your style. You can look at reviews for them, and you can find games that are ready to rock now that still have open slots. You can sign up for those games, have a blast, have a good time. Most of those do cost money. They have a charge associated with them, but there are a lot of games on startplaying.games that are free. So head over there, try a few different groups, try a few different DMs, find something that fits your style, and you can go from there. 2, learn about your DM's restrictions and their world. D&D, tabletop role-playing games, there are a massive number of settings, campaign settings, and adventures that you could be going on. Your character and how you build them is going to change and be different depending on those different worlds, depending on the vibe that the group is shooting for. And the only way you can really understand what that is to talk to your dungeon master, talk to your game master, get in touch with them, ask them what their vibe is for the setting. Are they looking for kind of like a loose goofball kind of playthrough, or are they looking for more of a Lord of the Rings, classic fantasy, taking it a little bit more seriously kind of energy? Or is this like a horror type of game, or any other type of game? What's the energy of the setting? What are they looking for? And that will help you identify what kind of character you want to create. The other thing with learning about your DM's world is you can plug your character's backstory into that world. And I guarantee you, your DM will love you for this. They have spent so much time learning about this world or creating it if it's a homebrew setting, and a player asking them if they can get plugged into that world and like be part of a faction that already exists, or even like know some of the NPCs that are in the world. Love it. I love that stuff. I build that stuff into my worlds. I prompt that for my players when I run games. I really want players to be as integrated into the world and have as much agency in that process as possible. I guarantee you your DM will as well. So ask them about that. The other thing about learning your DM's world and talking to them before you get started is understanding their character restrictions. So most DMs will have some restrictions about what kind of character you can create. The last thing you want to do is be really pumped about your character, bring it to the table, and the DM says, "Oh, I don't allow that in my games." So get ahead of that. Talk to your DM, make sure you understand what kind of character they want you to create, and create within those guidelines. 3, now we're getting to the good stuff. You get to make your character. Okay, so we found a group, we've talked to the DM, we kind of know what kind of character we want to create. Let's create that character. One of the best ways to start that process is to talk to the other players involved, see what roles they're hoping to fill with their characters, and kind of get a feel for what kind of role you might want to fill. If that seems a little too advanced for you, that's fine. There's no problems with people playing multiples of the same class in a party. That can even lead to a lot of fun. So don't get hung up on that. What you do want to make sure that you're doing, though, is making sure that your character has a reason to be with that party. The lone wolf rogue that doesn't want to talk to people and wants to just sit and sulk in the tavern is, for some reason, super fun for people to play. But it's only fun for those people to play. The rest of your group is not going to enjoy that kind of character unless you've got a pre-existing relationship with another character in that group, or if your DM knows that that's how you want to play your character and is okay with trying to build in reasons for your character to be with the group. then that's fine. But you want to try to find a reason for your character to be with the group, even if it's not what your character would do. And that is going to lead to so much more fun with your group, because this is a collaborative game. It's a group game. It's not a you game. It's how does this group of people get to have the most fun, and how can my character set other people up for a good time, as well as get a pretty sweet spotlight here and there. I do plan to come out with a character creation guide at some point here. I don't have it on my channel yet, but there are so many other guides out there on YouTube and everywhere else that'll help you walk through the character creation process. If you have not heard of D&D Beyond, that is a great resource. They'll kind of walk you step by step. There's a few clunks in the process, but really, really clean digital way to have your character and not break the rules while you're making that character. 4. Gather your equipment, stout adventurer. Okay, equipment, dice, books, dice trays, dice towers, cheat sheets, notes, all that kind of stuff. These are all pieces of equipment that you can bring on your adventure to your first D&D game. You don't need any of it. You don't need any of it. Your DM will have the books. You can borrow somebody's dice. You don't have to take notes on your first go if you don't want to. They're really don't get hung up about having the stuff. People will help you. People love this game. They love that you're playing it with them. They will help you. But if you want to be mega prepared for your first session, there's a few things that I recommend you have. 1, a set of dice. You can get these anywhere, game shops, online, whatever. But you do need a set of dice. A lot of the time you should bring a dice tray as well. And these are like felt-based little trays that you roll your dice into. And the reason for that is sometimes the newer metal dice with the sharp edges can dent tables and battle maps and that kind of thing. And so to respect your dungeon master's equipment and the table that you're playing at, dice trays can be nice. There's also little cheat sheets you can either print out online or bring with you to help you understand which actions you have in combat. You can print out little cards for your character if you've got spells that you cast. So you can see a physical card that represents a spell instead of having to find it on your character sheet. There's all sorts of little pieces of equipment that you can bring. But the big ones are dice, dice tray, and notebook, so that you can take notes and remember stuff that happened a year ago in your campaign and bring it up in the present day and watch your DM's eyes just melt with happiness. And number 5, breathe. Turn off YouTube, become a kid again, and breathe. This is not work. You don't have to be good at it. Just have some fun. And that's it. Those are the things that I would do to get ready for my first D&D session. If there are other questions that you have about your first D&D session, if you're nervous, if you've got some anxieties about it, shoot me a comment down below. I will answer every single one of you and help you get pointed in the right direction with a resource or with a YouTube video. If I don't have it on my channel yet, I don't, because I have 2 videos, more to come. Or I'll pull you up on a Zoom call or a Discord call and we will talk it through, get you ready. Let's play this game. It's a blast. And I'm here to help you through it.